Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Checylia Zully Rahmawati. So, I want to start by asking you something. Have you ever bought clothes just for one special moment and then realized you never really wear them again? Well, that happened to me. For my school yearbook photo, I bought an outfit just to match the them that was decided. It looked fine in the picture, but honestly, it didn't fit my daily style at all. After that one moment, the clothes just stayed in my closet. That when I realized I was already part of the fast fashion cycle without even noticing it. So, what exactly is fast fashion? Fast fashion is a system where clothing brands produce new collections very quickly and sell them at low prices so we can always stay updated with the latest style. At first, it sounds like a good deal for us as consumers, cheap, trendy, and accessible, but behind that convenience lies a hidden cost. This system puts a heavy burden on our environment, on the workers who make our clothes, and even on our own lifestyle. That is why today, under the theme Beyond the Trend How to Build a Sustainable Wardrobe, I want to take you through the three main points. First, the environmental damage caused by fast fashions. Second, the human cost behind cheap clothes. And finally, the solutions you can take, both individually and collectively, to build a more sustainable way of dressing. Let's start with the environmental damage caused by fast fashions. The fashion industry is often called of the dirtiest industry in the world, and here's why. First, water pollution and overuse. Producing cotton for one t-shirt alone can use up to 2,700 liters of water, the same amount as one person drinks in 2.5 years. On top of that, the dyeing and finishing processes use toxic chemicals that often end up in rivers. Communities living near these factories are forced to use polluted water, which affects their health and agriculture. Second, carbon emissions. Every step in fast fashion contributes to greenhouse gases. From the factories that produce massive amounts of clothes to the airplanes and ships that transport them across the world to the mountains of waste that end up in landfills. According to the UN, the fashion industry contributes about 10% of global carbon emissions, more than all international flights and maritime shipping combined. That's huge, right? And the last one is textile waste. Because trends change so quickly, people buy clothes, wear them a few times, and then throw them away. Every year, millions of tons of clothing end up in landfills. Some fabrics, especially those made from synthetic fibers, can take hundreds of years to decompose. So, the clothes we buy today may still be polluting the earth long after we're gone. Now, let's shift from the environment to the people behind our clothes. Cheap fashions also comes at a high price for workers. Many are underpaid, overworked, and exposed to unsafe conditions. This happens in Indonesia too. In Karanganyar, Central Java, a textile worker named Sugiyatmo had worked since 1993. After the siege, he was suddenly suspended and shockingly received only 1,000 rupiah per month. Imagine that, less than the price of a bottle of water. History shows the injustice many workers still face. Beyond factories, fast fashions also affect us as consumers. We're constantly told that last month's clothes are outdated, pushing us to buy more and more. It drains our money, creates waste, and still leaves us unsatisfied. The big question is, what can we do about it? The answer is not about being perfect, it's about taking small, practical steps that, when combined, can create a huge impact. First, let's start with individual actions. We can buy less but better, choose quality items, repair instead of discard, and try thrifting to extend the life of clothing. Whenever possible, support ethical and sustainable brands. Then let's think collectively. We can raise awareness through social media, school projects, or campaigns. Even reminding friends to shop more mindfully can ripple into bigger change. When more young people speak up, the industry has to listen. So, my call to action is this: next time you're about to buy new clothes, pause for a moment and ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, you've already made a positive choice. And if all of us take these steps together, we can prove that fashion doesn't have to cost the earth or the dignity of the people who make our clothes. Let's go back to my yearbook outfit. For me, it was just one piece of clothing, but for one teachers and then forgotten. But it reflects a much bigger cycle, waste, injustice, and environmental harm. The good news is we can break this cycle. Instead of chasing every trend, we can reuse, repair, and support brands that care about people and the planet. Even small actions like swapping clothes with friends can make a difference. At the end of the day, fashion should express who we are, not harm the world we live in. So let's go beyond the trend and start building a wardrobe and a lifestyle we can truly be proud of. So enough for now. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.